Okay guys, welcome to eastsideconnect.com. Today I just want to talk to you about a metaphor that I use a lot called the fish out of water scenario. And what we mean by that is, say for example, when someone's under stress, it usually means that they are a fish out of water scenario. What we're saying here is this: if you put a fish in the desert, for example, what will happen here is that that fish will be under stress. It certainly won't thrive or even survive. And so what we tend to see here, if we use that particular metaphor and apply it to life, when you're a fish and you're out of your normal environment, out of water, if you're not careful, you start blaming the environment for it, and you blame the desert for it. But the reality is that the desert may not be the problem. And so if you're blaming the desert, it doesn't necessarily solve the problem in the long run. And worse still, the common scenario we see here is that people start blaming themselves for it. The fish start blaming themselves for the mismatch between them and the environment. So the question is, how do we actually solve this problem? I think the answer is that the fish has to know that it is a fish first before it can actually solve the problem. So once you sort of start to know who you are, that you're a fish, then you know that water is the right environment for you. And so it'll help you to guide you to understand yourself, understanding what your strengths and weaknesses are, what you need, and therefore try to find or create an environment that is suitable for you. And I think once you and the environment are matching up, then there'll be less stress. So my tip for you today is that next time you are finding yourself under stress, maybe stop and pause and reflect and say, hey, am I a fish out of water scenario? And go inwardly and reflect and say, hey, what are my values? What are my beliefs? Who am I and what do I need? And how do I sort of close the gap between the environment and myself, and therefore find less adjustment issues? So hopefully you found that useful. If you have any questions, please leave under the comment below. And until next time, I'll see you then. Bye bye now.